Yeah.
What up, Shorty?
Raw.
Happy Friday.
Too furious. I'm too fast for y'all, man.
And Luda. Apparently, a study has been done, and this is like one of those studies that I'm like, why did you give any money to anybody to research this? How come somebody was paid to research this? Is what I say. But researchers have found that after a Fast and Furious movie comes out, this is from Too Fast, Too Furious, the second in the installment
Because there's been too many.
27.
How many of these that franchise have there
10?
been? It's ridiculous.
10, I think.
It's ridiculous.
So, Fast and Furious movies cause people to drive like maniacs.
Yeah, I feel like this made me drive fast.
If somebody watched a Fast and Furious movie between 2012 and 2017, researchers found that speeds of those pulled over increased almost 20%, from an average of 16 miles an hour to over the limit to 19 miles per hour over the limit when those movies were released between 2012 and 2017. So it causes you to drive subconsciously 3 miles an hour faster than you would if
I was thinking a lot faster than that, but
I know.
And I was thinking about swerving.
But you gotta think that's an average. That's an average. Okay, so there's people that it's not going to affect at all, but there's people that are going to pull that number up that are driving 15, 20 miles. I don't know how you were when you were a kid, but every time I watched a Rocky movie, I wanted to have a boxing match with my friends.
Oh, yeah, totally.
We would do it all the time. We would watch a Rocky movie. Then in Mario Galliano's basement, we would have boxing matches.
Right. No, we do the same thing. And then, or we'd wrestle, and because of big time wrestling. And then Rocky movies, I'm sorry, not Rocky movies, but Rambo movies, we all just wanted to, it's like every movie we saw, we wanted to, we wanted to get out in the woods and play army. And we wanted to have a war, and we had,
It's Sundays. You watch football games, and then after you watch the football game, you go outside and you play football.
How many times you watch the Masters? You're like, gosh, it's time to start golfing again.
Yeah, there's studies that are done in the golf industry, because I work somewhat tightly with the golf industry, that say that that's when people start playing golf, no matter what the climate. Here on the Central Coast, we have year-round golf, but the golf courses know that they see an increase in their rounds after the Masters or during the Masters, the weekend of the Masters. It's the strangest thing. So we're asking you on social media, what song makes you drive fast? Because I know there's songs everybody's got. And yesterday when we asked this question, immediately inundated with tons of responses. This is Jeremy's.
Oh, man, this song, like how it builds up in the beginning, and then it kicks in, and it just keeps building, and he's angry, and it makes you angry. You just want to shove that pedal to the floor, man.
Do you drive fast when it kicks in, though?
I'm already driving fast.
At this point, you're driving fast.
I'm driving fast. Now I'm swerving. I'm bumping off people's cars, bumpers.
Weaving in and out.
Looking for cops.
Driving as if you are driving a...
Looking for Popo.
Crotch rocket, and you have the ability to lane change it.
Only in my wife's car, though. My truck is too big.
It's too big for that.
Boy, if I had a sports car, I would love a sports car. I would, but it would be so expensive.
I'm currently residing out in Carpenter Canyon, and there's that windy part of the road right after you come across Noyes Road, and if I drive the minivan, I take it like super easy. But weirdly enough, if I'm driving the SUV, because my wife's got a Touareg, which is engineered the same way as the Audi and the Porsche and all that.
It's got that sport suspension.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so fun to drive those S curves in the SUV.
You see, but I mean, this is more like freeway, like 101 type stuff for me than those roads.
Kickstart My Heart. Kickstart My Heart is my favorite.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's the one.
That one gets you
Every
going.
time I hear Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue, if I'm driving, I'm like, oh yeah, we're opening up the throttle on this one. Mike writes in, he says, Highway Star from Deep Purple. And I can see that for sure.
Deep Purple, Highway Star. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember that one. Chris writes in, AC/DC, Shook Me All Night Long.
Yeah, this is Fast Driver. I can see that.
Everything AC/DC energizes me. Even Hell's Bells, it starts off with the bell toll.
AC/DC are
Bell Tower.
They are the unofficial kings of arena rock.
Right.
Can you think of any other band that has their songs played at like it Shook Me All Night Long, Back in Black, Hell's Bells is played in
Dirty Deeds, Money Talks. Did you say Money Talks? I think you did.
I don't know. Thunderstruck is huge in sports arenas. AC/DC is probably responsible for so many. You know, I got a ticket once listening to Life in the Fast Lane from the Eagles, and I was like, man, is this just not apropos as all hell be it?
But there's a lot of music that puts me in a good mood will get me to kind of go a little bit faster. And even like some Steve Winwood, Back in the High Life Again,
Steve Winwood,
Valerie.
winery music? Valerie?
Oh, yeah.
You're not driving fast to Valerie. Come on.
Valerie, come on, mate. Yeah, sure. You're kidding me? Remember this song? Not this song.
Bro Hymn by Pennywise.
Oh, punk music, right? Because
Yeah.
it's like in your face. Yeah! Yeah!
That just makes me drive fast. Oh, This is why the Anaheim Ducks are so good, because they have such a kick-ass song that they play in the arena. Like, yeah, we're going to go with punk from the OC.
Let's see.
Little bit of Monica in my life.
No!
This used to be your favorite song.
Shut up.
I have no idea.
So this is a pretty wild story that happened in Florida where a guy was driving his BMW, a little SUV sports car utility vehicle thing. Anyways, he got the pedal stuck. He couldn't get it undone, and he called 911, and here's a little bit of the news report.
Here following more breaking news for you. I have some video just released that shows that effort that it took to slow down a runaway SUV right along I-95. We broke this story for you last night at 11 o'clock. Now we can show you how an officer threw out those stop sticks just
the
before
spike strips?
the black SUV
They blew out the
passes. Here it
tires.
is right here. This 50-mile effort to stop that speeding
50
BMW
miles.
started when Joseph Cooper called 911 saying that his gas pedal was stuck as he headed north on 95. Authorities laid out those stop sticks 3 times as the car continued on its rims.
Oh,
the SUV
God, that's
was
gotta be
finally
harrowing.
stopped after a Florida Highway Patrol officer pulled some kind of pit maneuver, stopping the car in Indian River County. Mike.
Wow. So we have the audio of that. But, you know, you've seen cops and stuff where they throw the spike strips and then the tires, they pretty much deflate and then the rubber just kind of falls off and then they're just on the rims. And the thing's still trying to go 100 miles an hour. Pedal to the metal. So, but it slows down enough to where the cop can come in and hit the back corner of his car and spit him out. But that's...
Talk about
can you imagine driving?
The scariest ride you've ever been on.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the scariest ride you've ever been
damn
on.
ride you've ever been on. And you're driving and now you don't even have tires, so you're probably sliding all over the place.
This
There's
is just a
sparks.
digression, but why do every news organization, especially on the local level, they have to be a story that we told you last night.
Breaking news.
A story we brought, like what if every time we played like a Leonard Skinner song, because I'm pretty sure that we're the only radio station on the Central Coast that plays Leonard Skinner, but we just do it because that's what we do. What if we came on and we're like, we're the only station that plays Leonard Skinner.
Well, it's like,
This is the only time this hour that you'll hear Leonard Skinner.
listen, I love KSBY. I think they do a great job on being local, but I know there's not a lot of big news events, but when they make an arrest in Santa Maria, that should not be breaking news.
On a
Boom, boom,
story
boom, boom,
that
boom,
we
boom.
brought to you exclusive.
A story we brought to you last night, they made an arrest. I'm like, well, okay, that's just news. That's not breaking news. Breaking news is
Yes.
a tragedy,
Yes.
is a plane crash,
Earthquake.
is an earthquake.
Every time I see that breaking news
It's a
thing on the
tsunami,
news, I'm like, it's become the little boy that's cried wolf. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Like
I'm
you're just like, it's whatever.
Now they open every newscast with whatever the news story is going to be as breaking news, and you're like, it's not breaking news. Now it could be an earthquake, and I'd be like, that's just, I don't know. They probably farmers markets canceled tonight or something.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. But anyways, sorry. Back to
This is what the sound should be.
yes.
Theatrics.
We have breaking news. Anyway, so they brought this story to us first last night, and now they're talking about. Do you want to hear the 911 call from the guy who
Yes,
was
of course.
trapped behind the
Now,
wheel?
he calls 911. This is the tape of him talking to the 911
Yeah,
operator?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I need traffic assistance. Yes, ma'am. I believe my gas pedal is stuck in my car, and I'm on the I-95.
You have no idea why it could be stuck?
No, ma'am, I do not.
Are you able to get your vehicle in neutral?
No.
Have you tried the emergency brake?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm not pulling that at no 100 miles an hour, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Going about 100 miles an hour with his gas pedal stuck.
About to hit somebody. God,
We've got troopers coming.
man, get out the way!
You're still going 100 even?
Now I'm doing like 95, about 100. Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
I gotta say he's pretty calm. I gotta say he's pretty calm. You still doing that? Yes, God. Why wouldn't I be doing 100? What's changed?
This is the problem with the foot emergency brake. Okay, the hand emergency brake, you'd been able to pull that, but not pull it all the way. Like, where the hell did the hand emergency brake go? I love the hand emergency brake, the one that sat in between the two seats.
Yeah.
Because you could, if you were in trouble, pull that thing enough, a little bit, and then get it to, slow you down to the point where you could pull it all the way, perhaps, on that one. But with the pedal emergency brake,
Yeah, you just kind of have to push into
it's
it.
all in or nothing. Yeah.
I don't have the release either. I have to push all the way down and then pop it back out.
Right. That's
Yeah.
what I have. And most cars are made that way. Can we go back to the hand emergency brake, please?
What's my wife's car? It's a
My wife's car. My wife's car is a 2004, and it's the same way. It's
Is it the
pedal.
hand?
It's the pedal. I'm pretty sure your wife's car is the pedal too, because it's
I know she's got the
Same
the
generation
shifter and
Honda.
then 2 cup holders. Yeah,
same generation Honda as mine.
and
So it's
on the floor.
It's on the floor, which is the dumbest design. Like the emergency brake.
we used to be able to do great power brakes when it was right there. We'd be in the ice. We'd just pull it up and turn
Oh
the wheel.
man, it was so much fun. Or if it was wet,
Yeah.
we could do that power slide. You do that in the high school parking lot. But it was good for serving the purpose of slowly working it out.
Good news, this guy's not hurt.
No, he's not. But I wouldn't have hit that brake either on that car, because I know that car has one of those pedal brakes. We need a better emergency brake. Could you have downshifted? Why didn't you downshift?
I don't know if he could have.
Why not?
But you know what? Oh,
Even
man.
if you are automatic,
You
you have
blow the motor.
You have a low gear. So what? If you're stuck going 100 miles an hour,
if
it
I'm
takes
in an automatic,
30 minutes.
I can drop mine down into manual and it goes to 4th gear, and then I could just keep downshifting until
Right.
it blows up the
Like
motor.
when I come down the grade, I have it's called a D3, which is a lower overdrive. Essentially, is a regular drive. It's a 3rd gear.
Yeah.
And I instead to preserve brakes coming down the grade, I always hit that D3 on the shifter, and it slows me down enough to where I don't have to use as much brake going down the grade. I think anybody who travels the grade on a regular
Yeah, I
basis,
do that with my truck.
do-
I'll drop down
does
to
that
4th
all
gear.
the time. And you could shift it down to that, and then try at least to shift it down to the lower gear. And if you blow your engine, at least you're not going to die because your accelerator's stuck. I remember in special ed they used to tell us, because this was something that was common in cars made in the
In special ed?
in special ed,
In driver's ed?
driver's ed, special ed, in special ed. My driver's ed was like special ed, really, to be honest with you. And I think everybody's driver's ed in high school was. But anyways, they would always tell us to get your foot underneath the accelerator and lift up on the accelerator. That was the key. Do they not teach that in driving schools anymore?
Yeah.
I don't know. Or maybe it was his efforts were futile in this one.
Yeah, he just couldn't get that pedal stuck. So what do you do if your pedal gets stuck? You try to downshift. That's probably the best thing you can do.
Or wait, or be a really good driver.
It's a good thing he
for
called
a
911
long
though,
period
and he
of time.
what's amazing is he never hit anybody. He didn't cause any accidents, and everybody walked away
Gas pedal
just
is stuck
safe.
in my car, and I'm on the I-95.
You have no idea why it could be stuck?
No, ma'am, I do not.
Are you able to get your vehicle in neutral?
No.
Have you tried the emergency brake?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm not pulling that at no 100 miles an hour, ma'am. I'm sorry.
How come you can't get it into neutral?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, because it was probably locked in.
It's locked in
But here's the
gear
thing.
and locked in on the
I don't-
accelerator?
A lot of times you have to push your brake pedal in to move your shifter. It's like a brake lock that they put on German cars, because I had a Passat, and you had to push your brake in to unlock
to
the
put
shifter.
it into neutral, though?
To put it into any gear.
That's so
Yeah,
dumb.
to move it anywhere. So maybe if
Volkswagen.
he would have pushed his brake and he could have done that, but who
The
knows?
Germans, come on.
Yeah, the Germans, they're something else.
We're not in World War
Slick
II.
machines, though.
We're not in World War II anymore. Quit trying to kill us with your cars, okay?
All right, your thoughts, 805 beer text line, 543-3693. You can call there. You can also hit us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just hit at Jeff and Jeremy.
Good morning.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.